That is a lot of lead. Yeah, we're off to see the wizard. Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your day.
Vasu again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
I'm cleared.
Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Thank you. I've been having a rough day, so I figured, screw it. I'm gonna just stream for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna try and get some sleep. New data. Oh! This planet has silver. That's actually good to know, because I do actually need to get some silver.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Sight. Clear.
Alright, probably gonna need to go get my big guns. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't have big guns. Just a small brain.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
No, we're good. Nope, wanted to fall. Whee! The arc welder's a heavy weapon. The Orion's a laser rifle, but... yeah, if I get that close to a Terrormorph, I'm boned anyway, so... Ah! Woman! Don't do that. Or should I actually put my, semi-assault rifle away? Long barrel. I don't have any sealant or nickel. Damn. Well, Let's do this.
I wonder how many life forms are growing on this planet. Time to find out.
Good day, Captain.
Defensive. Okay, well, I don't have to worry about them. Wait, where's the benzene? Oh. Cool.
Inside the barriers, double time!
Okay.
You with the Xeno unit? You're heading to command, far end of the compound.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, that sucks. That just sucks. I would happily take that, but... Jesus, donkey boy. I'm probably gonna have to come back and access that communications array. Because something is about to go horribly wrong. Okay, I know you guys are soldiers, and I know you guys are in a shit location, but honestly, seriously, clean up after yourselves. Nope. I was hoping for a better suit. What about this guy?
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
You see Vanguard.
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this.
No, I just unlucked out.
Then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Why would he do that?
The initial Terrormorph outbreak that overran Londinium during the tail end of the colony war came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Ve Victus decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinium more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
What is the point of you being here anyway?
Terrormorphs, and plenty of them, outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
Now, I'll take your heaviest ordnance, please.
We'll do our best. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
All right. The Urban Eagle. Okay. New weapon, I'll pick that up. No, I ain't playing that game. Now let's take a look at this Urban Eagle. 51 damage. It's better than my skip shot. Sorry, buddy. Jesus. 43 caliber Ultra Magnum. Alright, let's see how this bad boy sounds. Okay. I thought we were going to be on wide open plains, but and now I've got frostbite. Oh yeah.
Yes?
Still feeling the effects of that blast. My shoulder's killing me. Give him one for me, all right?
Gotti.
Hello.
What are you? An Orion laser rifle.
word of advice while you're out there. Don't trust what the voices tell you.
Alright, if I'm gonna be dealing with frostbite while I'm out there, I'm gonna have to...
Howdy. You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, a micro gun?
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much.
Heard you're going out there willingly. Damn.
You got it, sweetheart. Alright, let's take all this shit back to the ship.
Don't go into the city much. Never for long. Too risky.
I thought I was going to be out in the open fields, but apparently no, we're going into urban fighting. That's going to be something different. I don't need a sniper rifle for that. Or I don't need the sniper rifle for that. I need the ability to just get the, you know, to deal as much punishment as possible.
So this is Londonian. I've heard the stories, but I've never seen it with my own eyes.
I take you all to all the nicest places, don't I?
Captain Alana, do you require my assistance?
Now, of course, if this is traditional Bethesda, this gun isn't going to be worth it. Dick.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan soon. Have something for me?
Oh, yeah. Not what I was focusing on. Anyway. Take the micro gun and take every round of my 7.77.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Bugger my balls. Alright. Oh! Mommy! Yeah, we're switching to that, baby. Hang on. The Varun has a higher damage resistance, but I can fix that. Wrong way.
Hopefully that junk you're hauling is seriously slowing you down.
I'm out of nickel. Damn it! That's okay. Oh. Hells yes! Okay, I look badass. Should be just enough, because I can sell most of this shit later. That's the important part. Alright, brief stop off in the infirmary to prep some gear. And we're on our way. Whee! Gonna have to start selling off some of that aid. That anti-Xenos armor just looks amazing.
Captain Alana, hello. I am satisfied.
I have almost 10 reloads, which is not a lot. Damn it. I should have, done some mods on that guy, but that's okay. If I'm down to my pistol, I'm already up shit creek without a paddle.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
I was born for this.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
I got frostbite again.
Shit. These things, they're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the more controlling them.
Let me
You're
scan
going
you.
to find carrying that gooey mess.
Evaluation insufficient.
Gonna bury you.
I like how Kaiser just punches everything. I may just be sticking with the shotty. Incoming.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures.
Okay.
I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Oh, mommy! I'm the daddy, goddammit. More shit to sell when I get back home. Well, good. I know which one that one goes to. Excellent.
Where did you learn to pick 'em? You know what, on second thought, I don't want to know.
That was not worth the time it took to pick. Like, yeah, because it's fully automatic. It's burst fire. I don't waste time with burst fire, not in a Bethesda game. Burst fire is just a way of wasting ammunition. That is the weirdest shitter I've ever seen. Actually, no, it's not. I've been to some dark places, people. There are some memories that not even alcohol will let me drink away.
Open fire!
Sorry!
Can't let good resources go to waste before you stow it in your bag.
Oh, okay, I can't scan it. Oh. Well, I'm not exactly into smuggling right now. So, also, might as well just throw on another, more shit to sell, more shit to sell. No! No, no!
On. Hold on. Don't let them get me.
Oh, Kaiser, sorry!
Right behind you. I'm coming for you.
hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Ow. Oh, there you are, Kaiser. Excellent.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terrormorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
Okay.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Exit.
Whoa. Okay. That might be my new favorite shotty. No, I think I found my new favorite shotty. Shattered Shock. What the hell are you?
Is unlocked. We may proceed.
I see. So, not to be used at close range. Good to know. Actually, let's just take a look at the Kodama's just a pistol. I'm not even touching that. I might actually be keeping this bad boy. This, I like how that says Laredo. Oh, it's a grenade. Is it? Yeah, I think it's a grenade launcher. It's 40mm explosive. Interesting. Actually, what is my pacifier rated for right now? 60? And what's my, and what's that breach rated for? Well, it's only got 6 rounds, but that's okay. Probably...
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Cool.
these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
Good God, woman, put your armor back on. An Opticon? That?
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Oh!
Oh my God. The heat leeches are Terrormorphs.
What? No. It can't be true. Heat leeches are everywhere. They live everywhere. That means Terrormorphs... Oh my God.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a Terrormorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby Terrormorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how Terrormorphs move between planets.
Yeah, that can't be how they're all...
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinian lost to these things. What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds. It's incredible.
Yeah, nothing natural should be able to do that.
I am sincerely inclined to agree, but current evidence suggests nature manages it just fine. The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the Terrormorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
You think?
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Yeah, thanks.
Deploying lethal countermeasures. Combat procedures activated.
Ah, fuck you, I can fly.
Do you have a death wish or something?
Shut up!
All right, Percival. Geyser's got this cell down.
empty, and the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
A massive terrorist plot.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
A bioweapon no one would recognize as one. Oh, that's a terrifying prospect.
Sort of thing that'll keep you up at night. And the sort of thing whoever did this probably didn't expect us to uncover. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test. Someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing.
I agree.
Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success.
Makes sense.
And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terrormorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Oh.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
I've got some ideas, but it's far from responsible to just start hurling accusations. Hang on, there's more.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over.
I agree.
If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terrormorph attacks, human caused or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
I don't know what I feel about this gun. It says it hits harder. But oh, they use the same ammunition. Oh, well, in that case it hits harder.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that.
Roger that.
I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
I'm not exactly a stealth character, but, you know.
Oh, there's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
You said it, not me. Meatloaf. Yeah, I'll take some 27 caliber.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that.
I'm guessing the big red button.
Ah.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged.
Oh.
Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the trips that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terrormorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
That's certainly how I interpret it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
Someone who thought keeping a secret would save lives.
Oh, you make it sound like a miscalculation, when in reality it was an unmitigated disaster. And look where we are now. Oh, some secret.
a calculated loss. These soldiers for the rest of the galaxy. That sounds exactly like what my father would do. But it doesn't. It can't.
Oh no, I totally
justify
agree.
Slaughter. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave.
Yeah, about that.
Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Yeah. Now it's time to tell her.
Now's not the time to joke like that, alright?
It's the truth. He claims he's been trying to help us.
No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
They're using him to track down criminals from the colony war.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Victus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks?
It's an idea worth discussing further when we're not surrounded by terrormorphs.
Good point. Do deal with one monster at a time. Let's go get that final sample. Kaiser, try it now.
I could use a little bit of top up on the healing. And I'll grab some pop. And I'll... Pancakes and maple syrup? Oh, baby, yes. And cheddar snack crackers. Excellent.
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Don't rush the scan. Wouldn't want to overlook anything valuable.
Yes, please. This is just a flat upgrade. Please and fracking thank you. Bloody buggering hell, I gotta drop. Good enough. Hang on 1 second.
What the hell? Is that the sample? Oh my god, concentrate fire!
Oh, jeebus. Excuse me.
Let's give it all we've got.
That sound! What is that?
That thing is putting out some kind of signal. Radar's lighting up. I think you're due for some company.
Me.
Uh-oh. Watch your back!
There's one right there! Kill it!
button out to call in those creatures? I think I can nullify it, but I'm gonna need some help. There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
Hello.
Closer. Closer. Closer now.
Combat charge.
They're going to betray you. Every last one.
Yay! Betrayal always makes things more interesting.
I'm coming for you.
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Look, it's working. But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me.
Where are you?
I'm just nulling out the frequency.
We freed them, and they're helping us.
I've still got more capacity. Get to the next dish.
The thralls, they're not coming after us. I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Well, that hurt. My God, you're a big, ugly motherfucker.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Hang on. I gotta harvest shit. I got crafting to do, boys.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival. You should unplug.
Brain fart! I forgot how the alphabet worked.
And find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan. I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding.
Actually, that's a good idea. You take the Navigator pack, and you also take the Recon helmet, which actually has better stuff. $85? Yeah, you wear that.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Bye-bye. I take it everything back I said about that shotgun. That thing just saved my ass. That was a nice shotty.
That part will find a good use for this. Useful.
Who's that good boy? Who's that good boy? Oh. This is not a good place to be. Actually, hang on. Since we're here... I can't scan them. Oh well. So, I was wrong. They aren't butt parasites. Well, I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong. The Terrormorphs aren't butt parasites that transform their host. In a way, I'm kind of disappointed. And no, not because of hentai, you creepy bastards. I know what you people are thinking. God damn it, woman! Hey, that's like 6 less Terrormorphs in the future. Two for the price of one! Alright, everybody out of the pool. No! Go! Gotta wait for my pack to recharge. Going up. Thank you. Hello, Percival.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terrormorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
Oh, yeah.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
Yes.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Faye Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Look, we learned something, but I can't say anything more, I promised.
Captain, he needs to know.
Alright, fine.
Faye Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Faye Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terrormorphs. But Faye Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
He's not exactly a trustworthy source.
Whatever you can turn up is more than we have now. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Oh, yeah.
The samples are...
Okay. More tentacles! More tentacles! All the tentacles.
preserved.
And now I've got frostbite again. God damn it. I'm honestly just gonna leave her with that rifle. 777 ammo is as common as, well, it's just common. I get it everywhere. The pirates use it all the time. It's the 11mm that I have problems getting my hold of. I still got a few rounds left, so I should be fine for a while.
Service, Captain.
That was fun. Now what?
Right, time to head back and have ourselves a good old pep talk. Or I could just fall back down. That works too. Oh my god, my armor looks badass. Do I have enough to modify it? Ah, I don't have any nickel. Damn it. Plus 10% oxygen capacity. You know what? I'm going to take hazard protection. Never mind. Oxygen reserve it is. Yeah, I don't have any aluminum. Man, I gotta visit my colonies. Man, I am just out of components. Mind you, I've been doing a lot of upgrading lately. God, that suit looks so badass.
Liftoff initiated, Captain. Time to venture into that beautiful sky. Orbital pattern locked. Easy.
Vessel again. You're advised to leave. Let me check my logs.
Time to get the hell out of here. Level 20, baby! Lateral thrusters.
Painful memories or not, it's good to be home.
Got any?
Good enough.
You need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
Yeah. Hopefully I still got some space left in my,
things for you.
Talk to me.
No thanks, buddy. I'm good. Oh yeah, I took off my pack. I know it weighs me down, but I'm so friggin' glad that I installed more space on this baby.
Then you might be interested.
Hello.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
You got it!
Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Yeah, I really got to report to Sergeant Yumi. I promised to deal with a smuggling ring a while back, and I've just been pulled into this Terrormorph issue.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Oh.
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know. Is there anything you want to tell me about your time in Londinian?
I haven't been to Londinian in many years. Why? Is there some way I could be of assistance? Were you able to recover what you were looking for?
And a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terrormorphs, no?
We found a recording of you discussing the use of Terrormorphs as a weapon.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions.
I'm keeping an open mind.
Given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
So I got no plans to tell anyone, I just want to know the truth.
You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terrormorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing.
What?
Years of coordination between my associate and I.
Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Hey. This seems personal.
You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands, so I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Easy to say now.
That's true.
But at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included, and what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter. She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall.
Well.
What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
How could you have coordinated all that from in here?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
And why do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain.
Fair enough.
Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility, though now I'm not so sure.
All I needed to know.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. All right, let's go.
Wait, they still want me to talk to him? Okay.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser. And met the deared. What luck. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more.
That's true.
It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Okay. Well, I suppose there have been some benefits to all of this.
Precisely. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terrormorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down, and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
See, and this is I'm role playing here, and I'm gonna be honest, like, because here's the thing: everything he did, everything this guy did, up until like the attacks on Londinium, I can totally get behind. Like, you know, it's reprehensible. But war is war.
You have my undivided attention.
Shut up for a second. War is war. You know what? You know what?
Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Here's the issue. We're rolling the dice with this guy. Because everything he did, everything this guy did, right up until the point where he decided, I'm going to get my revenge, is justifiable. It's reprehensible, but it's justifiable. The fact that he realized the threat that the heat leeches, caused, represented, I mean... He recognized it, and like any good,
Something for you when you have a moment.
And he took immediate action under the stresses of war. I personally find it reprehensible, and personally I would prefer to see this man actually executed for his crimes, but at the end of the day, I mean... at the end of the day, I mean, good God. Like, and he is doing what he promised. He is helping track down. So it's a rough decision. It's a question of where does he have more value? Does he have more value, you know, helping the UC?
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
There's a man named Dr. Reginald Orlais. He perpetrated the attacks.
Orlais? Reginald Orlais? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
It's on its way. So you knew him?
Oh yeah. Both worked for UC Defense Research way back when. Different departments, but everyone knew Orlais. Had a mean eye for weapons tech. And a meaner temper. Wasn't exactly a surprise when he fled instead of standing trial after the colony war. But finding out he's taken up mass murder in the years since, that is a shock. You're sure about this?
Positive.
I don't know much about Orlais, but anyone with a sick mind like that needs to be tried for his crimes, and then dealt with appropriately.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlais now? Were you able to bring him in?
I tried, but he took his own life instead of coming peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
He thought he was doing the right thing, making sure no one could ignore the Lazarus plant.
Another madman justifying butchery. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terrormorphs. Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terrormorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
As a biologist, I would tell you exactly what I would do. I would use the naturally occurring one. Yes, more people are going to die in the end, but at the same time, like as I said, as a biologist and someone who studied evolutionary biology, I'm telling you this right now. The Asylees are far better option in the long run. I mean, who knows? Maybe you could keep control of that microbe for as long as it takes. But here's the issue. A 1 in a million chance is still a 1 in a million chance. And ladies and gentlemen, take this from someone who spent like 20 years of his, well, someone who spent 15 years of his life studying epidemiology.
Anything else we
When
need
it
to
comes
discuss?
to microorganisms, when it comes to bacteria, when it comes to viruses, you are always playing a game of numbers. And remember this, they outnumber us by orders of magnitude. So when it's a game of numbers you play with them, it is a game of numbers that they will invariably win. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria are a perfect example of this. It's a game of numbers, and they will win.
And here we go.
Okay. Hello. Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes, it was a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using Terrormorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orles commit these attacks, Captain?
I think you should tell them.
You want me to? Well, we believe that report to be correct, ma'am. Reginald Orles appears to have committed the attacks.
Reginald Orles? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orles might have been involved in the attacks?
No, ma'am. We just thought we were dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orles triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Yep. Yeah, this is something everybody should know. Well, no. Yeah, no, this could come back. If this ever gets out, this could come back to bite people in the ass.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Why? So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
It demonstrates to the collective the UC isn't planning to secretly use this down the line.
Indeed. Open relations at this point would be critical towards maintaining peace.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terrormorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer
I
approach.
agree.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet.
As someone with a knowledge of biology, I can
your
tell
group might
you
issue
I'm
a
almost
recommendation.
certain that there would be a
Major?
mutation.
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
Here's hoping they'll be kept on a short leash.
That, madam, is most certainly the plan.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Oh, okay.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Yay! Take a quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get a move on. Wrong door.
When the galaxy learns the truth about heat leeches, they're gonna be begging for our help. And we have plenty of tools to convince the stubborn.
The whole of the settled systems are in your debt, whether they know it or not.
Cool. Oh. I gotta go talk to my contact, and then we're gonna go deal with Sarah.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Yeah.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment.
Mm-hmm.
There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up Terrormorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Any of those missions call to you? Sure. You'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
Sounds good. Who the hell's Percival? I think I remember him, but whatever.
Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen. You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis.
Thank you.
In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
I'm interested.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Oh, probably not. I like my spaceship better.
Next time, use your jetpack. Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you.
Oh?
Taking those steps to eradicate the Terrormorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
Something had to be done.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terrormorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
Well, the Asili solution only presents us with minimal risk.
Minimal risk? Are you sure? The Asili solution might take years, perhaps even decades. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking for humankind. That sounds far too risky to me.
Yeah, no, I couldn't condone...
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terrormorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance?
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter.
Yeah. I'm glad she could be reasonable about it. I mean, she's disappointed, and I understand why. I have my own reasons for doing what I did.
Hey there.
It's gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna watch. Or not. Not cold enough yet. Okay. take a... Oh, some interesting decor on the wall. Bethesda. Holy crap. Well, I thought my parents were rich, but apparently now it's... Well. Oh, we're gonna have so many parties in here. Right, I don't have my boost pack on. Oh, it's a his and hers bathroom. That's cute. Oh, this must be the guest room. Yeah, I thought my parents were rich when they lived in that apartment. Oh, apparently I'm the fancy pants. That is a shit office space, by the way, simply because of that corner. Oh my god, I love this balcony. Of course, the mass building is still taller, you know, it's all about penis envy, right? Alright, what's back here? A pantry, I guess? Ah! It crashed. Bethesda! Oh, I need a better bed. Well, I will have to come back and deal with this later. Cute. I want to go visit my parents, actually. Apollo Towers? No, I think it's, Athena Towers. Nope, wrong one.
I used to be an actuary. Now,
Oh, I think it's Pioneer Towers, then. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Look, Mom, look, Dad, I have my own place.
Just so you know, your mother's missed you. Like a lot. I still can't believe it. Constellation. The stories make them seem so exotic, so, well, romantic, almost. But how is it for real? You liking it?
Yep.
Don't you worry yourself about that. All your life, you've been just this mess of potential waiting for a chance. Your number's finally been called, and the settled systems had better be ready for you. I've got some news of my own. You are now officially looking at a retiree. Taught my final class last Thursday. The faculty threw me a party and everything. It's too bad you weren't here then. You could have had some cake. I gave it my good old college try. You see what I did there? Enough about that. Anything you want to talk about before you have to go? I mean, stay. Stay as long as you like, but I imagine you're all excited to get to discovering. Planning a proper, honest-to-goodness vacation. Nothing too fancy. I've been promising your mom a trip for years, and I got no excuses now. Your mother's been sending me links all day about such and such deals and excursions, but it'll be good to get out. Take care, kiddo.
Mom, do you care that I'm a Class 1 citizen?
Where?
Sweetie, I was just thinking of you. You never knew your gran-gran, but she's about the only one like you in my whole family tree. Left home at an early age. Well, ran away, really. Became a UC Marine, if you can believe it. You would know better than I. I only met Grandma a few times. Oh, she was fierce. I swear, her eyes almost glowed. Every time I saw her, she'd drill me on math. If I got her questions correct, she'd give me a treat. Once, I got them all right and answered her bonus question, and she smiled. The only time I ever saw her do that. Most formidable woman I have ever met. I don't know why, but I really think you would. Well, I was going through storage, and I found her old armor. I think she'd like you to have it. You have that same thing. You're forging your own path, not just letting life toss you this way and that.
I'll take good care of it.
See that you do. Oh, enough of this. I don't want to make a scene. You need anything, sweetie?
Nope, I'm good.
Flamenco.
What? Who?
Flamenco.
Nope, apparently they don't care. Ah, well, I was expecting too much of Bethesda.
I have something for you when you have a moment. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner.
Yep, here you go.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Alright, let's see what this armor is like. Eh, 108 physical? Holy crap! That's actually kind of good. That being said, I like this armor better. Oh, I swear to God, I love this armor better. It just looks so cool. Oh, nice! I didn't realize you could do that. That being said, just in case. See, now I just look friggin' badass. Not that it matters, mind you, because I spend all my time in first person.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. No, probably not.
I think it's the next floor up. I think. Don't quote me on this. Oh, yeah, apparently it was. Hey, I'm
Yes. What?
UC Vanguard, motherfucker.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
I'm here to support her as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help. That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Nah.
I'm sorry. Heat leeches can turn into...
Captain Alana,
what?
it is
Terrormorphs.
pleasant.
Giant carapace-encrusted tanks. Hence the new scanning protocols. On our watch, no heat leech enters this city. Understood?
Understood.
Alright. Let's get at it then.
Cool. Sorry, Sergeant Yumi. I promised I would deal with the smuggling ring. I'll get to it sooner or later.
Should I warm up the engines?
You got it. Right.
Let's put this bird into space.
Oh god, get away from there!
Orbital insertion done. Time to dance among the stars.
Indeed. Oops. Back. That's gonna be an easy one to do. What's the cargo capacity on my baby now? Oh! Oh yeah! That feels so much better. She's a hauler, I tell you. That's right.
Nice jump. We're right on target.
Level 20? Approximately where I need to be. Excellent. Got some good cobalt, huh? I will eventually need to start mining cobalt myself. But, Let's get down there.
Beginning landing cycle.
Fire up your hand scanner. I bet you'll find plenty here to catalogue.
Good day, Captain.
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
Indeed.
I'm okay. It's just so surreal. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far. Yes, exactly. Since most of my gear was destroyed, I depended on those landmarks to orient myself while I was stranded.
Makes sense.
Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Okay.
Hope you've calibrated that thing. This must be some debris from my shuttle. Not exactly a textbook landing, but I didn't have much of a choice.
I actually do need cobalt.
This is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
No.
Huh. I wish. I was so uncomfortable. I would have settled for a pile of straw. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Oh?
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Interesting.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Analgesic? Okay. Oh god, there's fluorine everywhere. Well, this is obviously a trap. Thought so. Ow! Sons of bitches, that hurt. Ow.
Damn arm. Hard to breathe.
Well, we're gonna get some analgesic now, aren't we?
Oh, please don't tell me you're going to eat that.
No, of course not. You are. One down. Oh, there's more of these shitheads. Look, big buggers, they move fast. Ow, that hurt. Rise, motherfucker. Where are you, you asshat? I will take it. That scared the shit out of me. Reload my weapons. Ready for the next stage. Oh, there you are.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked. Well, we're not there yet, but damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
You know what? That brings us to 3 hours. So I think that's good enough for now. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you... Today's Wednesday, so I'll see you tomorrow for either Spaceborne 2 or more Warhammer 40k. Have a good one. Take it easy.